Hey y'all, welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot, and I am here to bring you an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node weekly energy update. It's been quite a while since I've done an Aquarius reading, so if y'all are still out there who subbed off an Aquarius read from a long time ago, welcome back. For all my newbies, welcome for the first time. This is going to be the last time, I guess, well, for now. I'm changing my format, so this is going to be a 7-card horseshoe spread about the general energy reading. But what I'm going to start doing is encompassing love, finance, and the general energy around you in the next reading. But it's like I'm almost done with these for the week, so next week I'll start the new format, just so that everyone can get all of the tea for the week in one reading. So let's get started, Aquarius. Let's see what you guys have going. I don't know why, but this deck, the Mystic Mondays deck, always makes me think about Aquarius energy. It is very Aquarian to me. It's not quite abstract, but it's like minimalist. So, anyway. Y'all didn't ask me for all that, did y'all? So we have Temperance. Okay, we're starting off with Temperance Energy, which is about, well, in the recent past. So in the recent past, you really gained some spiritual clarity. I feel like some of y'all might have had an awakening in the recent past. And I know that word is used a lot, but I really feel like it was a major, significant awakening. All of them are, but I don't know how to quantify that. Work with me, Aquarius. It's late. I'm here with you guys, but my words, I'm finding it hard to get them out. So in the recent past, you find yourself having a major spiritual awakening. Also, this is Sagittarius energy, so maybe it could have been something to do with the Sagittarius, but we shall see. In the present energy, we have Eight of Pentacles. So you're heavily working away at something in your life, a goal or a project, but whatever it is, you are looking for it to eventually bring in what you are putting into it. So right now I feel like you're in the front end, especially if it's an entrepreneurial venture. You're in the front end of doing a lot of work, burning the midnight oil, so to speak, and it's really more of a passion project than anything, with the ultimate goal of it bringing in revenue and income. But right now it's not quite there yet, but you do have faith, and guess what? It is coming in that it's going to start paying off real soon. Six of Pentacles in the near future. So keep up the good work. Keep this attitude of temperance, balance, spiritual, and being spiritually in tune, all of the above, and keep your head down, keep working, because it's coming in for you. Now, the advice is Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior. I feel like you've been through a lot to really find your soul's purpose, what your work should be to fulfill you in every aspect of your life. Because a lot of Aquariuses that I know don't necessarily have a strong divide between work and play, or spirituality and work, or family and spirituality. Like, it's all one big old ball of Aquarian goo, you know, like guck. If that makes sense, which I feel like that's how most of us should be, because it's like you spend most of your day in an attempt to make income to support yourself and your family and your passions and all of that other stuff, right? Why would you not want the thing that you spend a majority of your day doing, 9 times out of 10, to actually feed you on a spiritual level, to actually speak to who you are as a person? And so that being said, the advice is, remember everything that you went through to get to this point, because you should be proud, even though you might have taken the long route, even though you might feel like I'm hearing a late bloomer for a lot of you. You have a lot to be proud of. A lot of battles were won in the journey to get to this point. So stand tall and wear them as a badge of honor. Don't hide the fact that you aren't, quote unquote, an overnight success, an overnight millionaire. Most overnight successes aren't overnight successes. They just only got on somebody's radar within a certain time frame. And so, being the society that we oftentimes are, we'll say, oh, it just happened overnight. No, it didn't. So be proud of all the bruises and the scars and the mistakes that you made along the way. energy surrounding you is death card. Like I said, I do feel like you recently had like a major awakening. So death is also rebirth. So you've kind of emerged as this new person, new in the sense of you really know who you are and what you want. Like something has been unveiled to you. And I'm getting the sense of relief, a sense like an aha moment. And continue to work with that. It's really going to continue to fuel you to work through these projects and do all this hard front end work that you have to do to get this business venture off the ground. Now, in your obstacle position, there could be a bit of toxic energy surrounding you. This is also the devil. It's the devil card, but it's also the Capricorn card. So, either or, but there's some energy around you that could really pull you back into a place of questioning yourself, is what I'm hearing. And toxicity, the devil card is also, because it's the devil card, it's really tied to like earthly possessions, acquisitions, and you know, being tied to things that are more tangible. And Spirit is saying, don't let the fear of this not paying off make you jump ship and abandon what you're working on, because it is coming. But if you get in this devil energy and you keep thinking about, like, you have to be responsible, but there's a certain level of bravery that comes along with chasing your dreams. So while, yes, you do need to make sure that the lights stay on and the food stays on the table, you also need to have a certain level of naivete to move forward with entrepreneurship, especially if it's something very unique. Something that really hasn't been done before, that doesn't really have a blueprint. Spirit is saying, stay tuned into me with this temperance energy and kind of tune out this devil on your other shoulder, because that devil will have you going back into a safety zone that will ultimately end up, it could be 5-10 years later, you'll be right back at the drawing board with this, because this is what speaks to you. This is what you're being called to. Five of Swords is the outcome. It's showing that you might have, you know, as a result, a lot of opposition, a lot of people's, you know, negative talk coming from others, maybe also from yourself. Stand your ground and stand firm, though. It's a battle that you can ultimately win, is what I'm getting from this one, though. It's saying be prepared and understand that there's going to be some hurdles. And I don't even feel like it's going to be anything intense. Even though it's Five of Swords, I'm really getting just prepare yourself mentally for the fact that people might not buy in. People might think you're crazy. People might try to talk you back into something that they really view as more safe. But for you, it's not. It's not more safe, because it's like the bigger threat is you going back to the same old, just for the sake of conformity and routine and safety and security. So let's clarify some of this energy. Let's look at this Temperance energy in the recent past, because I'm really like still not 100% clear on that. It's definitely some kind of spiritual awakening, but it's just, you know, that's very vague to me. What changed in the recent past that brought Aquarius into the space of working so diligently on this new business venture, this project? What is this Temperance energy in the recent past? Two of Wands, Hierophant, Nine of Swords. I really feel like you got sick and tired of being sick and tired. It was like you were at a crossroads with conformity, basically. Two of Swords, Hierophant, Nine of Swords. It was like I can either still do the same things the same old way because it's been laid out, and while it might not be fulfilling, it might not even bring me in the type of financial gain that I really want, it will keep me afloat. Well, afloat was keeping you up at night. Afloat wasn't enough. You want it to be satisfied, fulfilled, and financially affluent. And that takes some risk. And it also takes something that speaks to your heart to be willing and able to put up the work that it was required to get to that point. So you really tapped in and tuned in about what it is that you really want and what happiness really is and what security really means to you. And none of that equates to just going to a job every day for the sake of having a... And I'm not downing anyone who does, you know, work a 9 to 5, but it's just for the Aquariuses that this reading is for. I don't get that was the life for you. And maybe a lot of people don't understand that. Let's jump into clarifying the... The 9 of Wands is the advice. What's this 9 of Wands energy for Aquarius? Spirit is saying... Now, typically 7 of Wands is stand your ground. But in this 9 of Wands, I'm hearing stand your ground. Be proud of all that you've accomplished. And even be proud of all that you failed at. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, because eventually, you know, you keep trying. 10 of Cups. 3 of Swords. Eventually, you keep trying and you will find your 10 of Cups. But also comes out the 3 of Swords. But again, that's clarifying, you know, be proud of all of your failures and your successes. Allow this wheel to turn. You are being leveled up. But it's not... in your level up, it's not for you to hide everything it took for you to get there. All of it is a part of you. All of it is a part of your process, and all of it is what makes you very unique in whatever this is that you're going to do or work on. Spirit, what's this death energy surrounding Aquarius? Let's clarify this death energy. Death, rebirth energy surrounding Aquarius. And then there's the 7 of Wands. Standing your ground, waiting for your ships to come in, and walking away from what no longer serves you. Very rarely do I read the cards that specifically textbook, but that's what it is in this case. You are standing your ground. Maybe in the past, this is not something you did. You kept going back to old ways because it was like, oh, well, you know, what my vision has the potential to make me 6 figures, 7 figures in the next 2 years. But I can comfortably make 5 figures and be a little bit under middle class. But I know I'll be making that 5 figures, like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, as long as I stay where I am. So maybe you know, in the past turned around and went back to a job, or never left in the first place simply because of that fear of the lack of stability. But you realize it was creating instability internally. So now you're standing your ground about what it is that you want to do. You are waiting for your ships to come in. You're doing the work. You're setting the intention. You're doing the work. And now you're just waiting for the payoff, the 6 of Pentacles, to come in. And you're walking away from ways that no longer serve you, or spaces that no longer fit who you are today. Let's look at this devil energy. Because I'm like, is this a person or a way of thinking? What's this devil energy for Aquarius? Ooh, sorry, y'all. Ooh, what's this devil energy for Aquarius in the obstacle position? One more. A very awkward cut, but Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I immediately got the dream is bigger than, how do I put this? Your dream and your vision is way bigger than this little page of pentacles that will keep you tied to an old job. Again, whatever you are working on has way more potential financially and as far as emotional and spiritual fulfillment than this job situation. But the devil energy is the fact that you keep feeling like, I feel like you've gotten to a certain point in the past of moving forward and continuing on your journey to either find yourself, or once you find yourself, to move forward with this goal or this business plan or whatever this is, right? But you felt like you got afraid because of this tiny pentacle energy. So I feel like no matter what the job is, or how well or decent it pays, it's very small and insignificant with relation to the Ace of Cups and what potential is there based out of you chasing your passion. I feel like the Knight of Swords really represents the messages that you get from people, and just from, even if it's not actual words, the messages you get from people and groups of people and society in general about what you should do, just based off of how things traditionally operate. But you can't listen to that because it'll keep you with this little meager pentacle. And you're trying to get to Ace of Cups. Okay, last but not least, and then I'm done reading for tonight because y'all, I'm starting to lose gas. And I can still channel when I'm tired. The problem comes with the words getting out of my mouth from the channel messages. My body. So let's clarify this Five of Swords and the outcome position. Again, I feel like that is a lot of the feedback regarding what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you should be doing. It could also be the negative self-talk. Let's clarify. I don't feel like that's again, I feel like that's just a warning to prep for it. It's not going to stop what you're doing. Knight of Cups. Death card again. Five of Cups. Yeah. Listen. Continue to follow your dream. Continue on your journey. Continue to go towards where you're intuitively led. This is definitely a rebirth process for you. You are having to end a lot of old ways of thinking in general in your life, just to be able to even have the bravery and the gall to chase this passion and this dream of yours. It takes a lot of confidence. It takes a lot of determination. And not that you didn't have either before, but there was some programming that needed to be removed and some confidence issues that needed to be worked out. And I feel like this death rebirth is about how you have overcome them or had clarity and finally realized, hey, I am enough. I can do this. Spirit said I can do it. God said I can do it. Why am I questioning it? So it's been a spiritual rebirth in which led to this rebirth of what it is that you want to do to build your legacy, and what do you want your legacy to be. My Five of Cups and the outcome represents to me, because this Five of Swords, like I said, people coming at you, telling you, reminding you what you're risking, saying maybe you shouldn't, you know, people who do X, Y, and Z don't have any sense, or, you know, everybody has an opinion. Like, in this economy, how could you walk away from this and blah, blah, blah. Like, you get whatever happens, you deserve. Basically trying to say that if something bad happens, you brought it on yourself. There might be a lot of negativity surrounding the decisions that you make. And I feel like this Five of Cups more represents a disappointment in you of people around you and a lack of support. But look, you still got your Two Cups. You still going to go on your merry old way and follow your dream. And it might hurt a little bit. I feel like it'll be more disappointing than infuriating. It'll bring more sadness than anger. But you got to keep pushing because you're on your way. You're on your way, Aquarius. You're doing a great job. But I hope this helps. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't hold my fatigue against me or this lighting. It's so weird. Why does this do this? Anyway, until next time, have a great one. Bye.